Welcome to Tater Time Football, where we talk about everything around football. Here's your host, Tater Tot. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tater Time Football. This would make week 6. Sorry that I missed last week. I just really was a little under the weather. But here we go. Let's get into these picks. Okay. Now we have UCLA at Penn State. I'm going to go with Penn State here. Who do you got?
I'm also going to go with Penn State on this one. Better team. UCLA is doing a whole lot, except for winning. Yeah, so,
I agree with that too. So far, I haven't proved anything wrong with Penn State, so I'm going to go with them as well. I know I already picked them. But number 9, Missouri at 25 A&M.
I think Mizzou wins pretty handily this one. They're only at like 2.5 point favorite on the spread, but I think they can easily win by like touchdowns against 6 A&M.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a close game, like they're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like you said, they're gonna win by like at least a touchdown. I'd say at least that. Give that credit to Missouri for all the work that they put in so far. So don't doubt them for 1 second. I know a lot of my other side of the family, they doubt them, they're from Missouri, but they don't know what it's like since they joined the SEC. So like hopefully they can prove something to them and really show that they do belong in college football. So now we have SMU at number 22, Louisville.
I got Louisville for this game. Only a 6-point favorite, but I think they stick it out.
Well, I would go with SMU because they beat Florida State.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with Louisville because I know they're the better team here. I'm sorry, SMU. Yeah, you beat Florida State, but Florida State ain't nobody anyway. So
yeah,
they're not the team that they were. Now you have Navy at Air Force. I know you already go pick your Air Force.
Well,
got that flag.
I got to go with Air Force, but I got a bad feeling Air Force might not have a good time against Navy. Navy's looking really strong this year.
Yeah. It's like, I think y'all ain't going to be sinking no battleships.
Oh, no.
No.
We're grounded probably this game.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with Navy here as well. Now, we do have Army with Tulsa. At Tulsa.
At Tulsa? I think I still give it to Army.
Yeah. If the
they're pretty solid.
Works for them.
Yeah.
Because isn't that all they run? Triple option?
I'm not too sure.
Because most of the time, I think it's triple option. They don't really throw the ball, but heck, if it works, it works.
Ground pound and Army. That's what we call them.
Ground pound. I like that. Now you got Iowa at number 3, Ohio State.
I don't know, man. It's a tough one. Ohio State. they're a pretty big favorite, I think, going into this one. Iowa's, they're not. The Hawkeyes.
They don't got it. They don't have it at all.
They lost that eye. They're just hawking around.
So, I'm going to go with the Buckeyes here, too. I really think they're one of the top 4 teams in the nation, at least for now. For now, I think that. Now, you have Auburn at number 5, Georgia. Please go Auburn. Please.
Georgia is kind of like Alabama in the sense, I think, a couple of SC teams, like when Nick Saban came in, when they come from a tough loss, I hate to be the person on the other side, and it's going to receive that.
Yeah.
So, especially since you're going to be at Georgia,
yeah.
I hope Auburn brings some Lucky Charms or something over there.
Well, they're going to need them. They're gonna need the refs. They're gonna need everything they got.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Auburn here though. I have to keep up my end of the bargain, and like I know people are like, "Oh, why do you still pick them?" But at the same time, I'm a man of my word, and that's what this show is about. It's like if I say something, I'm gonna keep it true to you guys. It's like even though I don't want to all the time, but at the same time, I gotta.
He's got Auburn winning the whole season now.
Yeah.
So you're picking against Alabama?
Oh no. Oh no. Auburn gets picked every time until they play Alabama, because they're expected to lose that game. So yeah. Now you have number 12, Ole Miss at South Carolina. Who you got here?
I think Ole Miss does the same thing as Georgia. They bounced back from a close loss.
Okay.
South Carolina did pretty good though earlier this season, but the Rebels keep moving on.
Well, I'm gonna go with South Carolina here.
Okay.
Like if their defense actually dominates at first, they might be able to stick with Ole Miss and actually be able to do something against them. I'm not saying they'll win, but they'll at least put up a fight for it.
Yeah.
They start off like really, really fast and doing really, really good, and then pull Alabama and almost lose. So yeah. Now you have number 23 Indiana at Northwestern.
I think I'm gonna go with Indiana on this one. They look really strong this year. I've seen them play against really good against UCLA, even though it seemed like the rest are kind of trying to help UCLA come back. But Indiana looks pretty good this year.
I'm gonna go with Northwestern, just because
okay.
they tend to upset people sometimes. Not saying that they're great, but
He might be upset after that one.
Yeah, I might be a little upset, but it'll be alright. It's all part of the fun, isn't it? Now you got number 1 Bama at Vanderbilt. That almost beat Missouri. You do have to mention this. It's like
that's fair.
They could put up a little bit of a fight, because maybe Vandy is trying to make a statement that, hey, they're back or something. Like, we gotta. I'm not trying to give them too much hope, but maybe they got something going this year.
Man, I keep seeing these videos of God. It was when Hurts was playing for Bama, and that guy for Vanderbilt says, "We play SEC football different down here. Anyone got a seat. In Alabama, you're next." And then they got blown out like 56-0.
And then on top of that, we had the freaking backup quarterback to come in and still freaking rip it downfield. Still run the score up.
So if they don't know, they're going with Alabama pretty handily on this one. I mean, if we tear up Georgia in the first half, we can do that to Vandy all game.
Yes, and I really am going to pick Bama here too. I'd just give Vandy at least like a touchdown and maybe a half.
That's fair.
That's fair enough for them. Number 15, Clemson at Florida State.
Man, go Tigers.
Yeah,
I think Florida State's kind of everybody's I guess you say hit list after saying they deserve to be in the playoffs. I think we bring it up every show, or at least I do. That they said they belonged in the playoffs, sat out, almost lost, and then the guys who are still here are getting
TCU.
Hey man, they're getting creamed. TCU's at least like 3-2.
Yeah, well, I'm saying the year that TCU went to the national title and then just did not even look like the same team. It's just, they really have, they had a real fallout. That's really all that's happened. And I don't know if the players have just given up and just don't want to play for that coach anymore. They could be just throwing. Who knows? Because the fact that they lost to SMU, that's kind of
Yeah.
embarrassing. In their book, to me, that's pretty daggum embarrassing. It's almost like they want to lose. So, I'm going to go Clemson. Now you got Utah State At number 21, Boise State.
I'm going with your Blue Fielders. Boise State's looking for they're marching up the ranks. Utah State, they're like 1-4 or 1-5 so far.
I think this is like the first time since '07. I think they've been ranked.
I thought it might be.
Yeah, it's been a really, really long time since Boise's been ranked. I'm also like I said, I'm gonna go with Boise here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easy pick to me because so far they've been doing really, really good. Now you have number 4 Tennessee at Arkansas. It's a pretty easy pick, even though it's an SEC game to me.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a 13-point favorite against Arkansas, so yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah, especially if Arkansas's quarterback throws to the other team.
Can you call it throwing at this point?
Yeah, it's just like, hey, here you go.
It's more just like a lob. All right, it's in the air, guys. Someone grab that ball.
Now you got number 10 Michigan at Washington. Poor Washington.
It's crazy. Washington. We stole their coach. Thank you. But Michigan, I thought they fell off, but they've kind of shown back up ever since they beat USC.
Yeah.
And yet they're only a 2-point favorite against Washington? Really?
I think Michigan needs to go, show them why they shouldn't be disrespected like that.
Yeah. They got to fight for the right to stay in the top 12.
So I agree with that 100%. Now, Washington, their biggest issue is recruiting. You can't really recruit in Washington. You don't have the school, or not other states around you that have football. That's why DeBoer is doing so good at Alabama now, because he was able to get these players, but now he has even more of a capability to get these guys. You can pick from Georgia, Tennessee, anywhere. And that's the one good thing about being at Bama for him. But again, I just don't think Washington's the same team without him. A lot of their guys were pulled away from there and brought to Alabama ultimately. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Michigan here. Pretty easy game for them. And I think they need to just put people in their place and make them realize that they're not going to get beat. They're not going to just fall over and die. Now you have number 11 USC at Minnesota.
That should be pretty easily USC.
I'm going to go with USC as well. Now you have Baylor at number 16 Iowa State. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, the other Iowa, they've taken over the original Iowa spot. They're starting to work up their way up. Baylor, they ain't Bayloring this year. They're just
more like
floundering, really. So, yeah, Iowa State, I got them as...
Yeah, I can go with Iowa State here, too. Now they overrated Miami Hurricanes. I'm kidding. They're not really overrated. They just get away with some bogus calls.
Yeah, it's a little controversial there.
But, that's just me. But
yeah,
I still think they're better than Cal.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing Cal at Cal. Even though home field advantage, I just don't see. Because I've been sitting here all year talking about home field advantage. Heck, Auburn can't even win at home.
They almost did.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's just when you put all that faith in just that. It's like, never mind. But yeah. Now, you have anything else to add that you would like to say?
I'd like to give an update. Number 25, UNLV against Syracuse. It's 21-17 at the half, UNLV. So, nice little add-in right there.
Okay. Yeah. Funny thing is, there's 2 ranked 25s.
Yeah.
I
They
got
couldn't
to
make up their
watching it, and
mind.
I was like, I didn't know that was possible. I
Didn't
really
either.
didn't. But that's pretty cool. And what about what's Michigan State looking like?
Oregon's driving down, and they're probably going to score again. They're already up 14-0.
Okay, well that's good. So that will conclude our show. Hope you all enjoyed. Um, please like, comment, subscribe, and please tell us how crazy we are. Like Cole always says, tell us
Yeah.
where we're going right, and all this other stuff. And if you are a hater, please hate.
Unless you're scared.
Yes, unless you're scared. All right, y'all have a good one.